I've been in office a year and 8 months now.
Probably feels like 10 years at times.
I'll tell you, when we went to, there's a mayor's school, when we went to mayor's school, the mayors that have been here for a long time, or have been mayors for a long time, they say it's the absolute best job at times and it's absolute worst job, and all the feelings in between. So I'm having fun, I'm enjoying it, so it's good.
You brought an intensity, probably just based on your personality, you brought an intensity to the situation. What do you think that allowed you to do in such a short period of time?
I think kind of the way that I operate is, from a government standpoint, one of the things I've always heard is that government operates slow, right? Like it's a slow moving wheel and it takes forever, but I think there are parts of government that do move slow. Certain approvals have to be, at meetings, and those meetings happen periodically, but we've kind of talked to our staff about the things that we can move fast on, we're going to move fast on. We're going to return calls. We're going to basically kind of treat the city not as a business, but if we were a business, all of our constituents are our customers, right? They choose to live here, and we need to act accordingly. And so we return calls as quick as we can. We return emails. We try to be as responsive as we can, because if somebody is reaching out to the city in any regard, it matters to them, and then that means it matters to us. And so we want to be as responsive and treat it as such. And so I think that energy that we've brought has kind of raised the standard a little bit, and realize that, hey, treat our people walking in through the door or through the phone or just out in public, that they are our customers, they are our constituents, and trying to blend that with a sense of community, making sure our fire, police, public works, parks are all really realizing that our residents are our customers, and we need to treat them accordingly.
What do you find about the people in the city that ultimately say, God, these people are worth working that hard for?
What's unique about Hobart, and it's not as everywhere has this kind of same feel, but there's 5-6 generations of Hobart residents that here. So the opportunity to leave but choose to stay, and it is making sure that those generations continue on and building upon those and leaving a legacy, and helping folks realize that this place is not just home for you, but home for your kids and grandkids and their kids. And so I think that's what really drives me, is making sure that we can deliver a community that people have the opportunity to leave but choose to stay, because we have so much to provide. And that is what absolutely drives me every day. Like, I think I have the best job. I wake up every morning, I try to be the first in the office, last to leave, and I think it's just realizing that I can control that destiny and help people realize that this is just the absolute best place to be.
Tell me a little bit. You got what is really the heart of your city right here, the heart of your festival areas right here. Tell me what you're envisioning for Generation 2.0 of this place.
So our vision here at Festival Park is to create something that can deliver on more of a magnitude of what our community deserves. And what do I mean by that? I mean, right now we have a band shell that has served a purpose for a really long time, but we need to take it a step further to really make an impact in our community and really give our residents something to look forward to Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, and really re-energize what this park looks like from a number of fronts. We have this beautiful lake behind us that I think that we should use it more of and really lean on it. And so our vision here is to kind of redo our entire festival park with more of an amphitheater type style venue, redo what the lakefront kind of looks like. We're in the process of working with the Little Cal to redo the dam to make a rock ripple dam, which is going to be absolutely beautiful. And then across the street, do more like a park, splash pad feature, logistically parking and kind of make it more ADA compliant and really just re-energize this park. It is awesome. It does amazing for us now, but the next iteration of it, the 2.0 iteration of it, is going to be that on steroids and really make a big impact in our community.
Talk about timing a little bit.
Yeah, so right now we're issued an RFQ out for request for qualifications to have an architecture and engineering firm, kind of developer, build, operate, transfer, and they're in the process. We just received those yesterday, so the ball is rolling quick. We're hoping to be under construction next year, and really hopefully by 27 that this park is just everything that we dreamed it and hoped it to be. We launched a marketing campaign, and we didn't really know which direction it was going to go, but as we talked to our folks, our marketing team, we kind of just brainstormed on what it is, and kind of the overarching theme was Hobart has it, because we really check all of those boxes for a community, right? But one of the things we do have, our parks department works tirelessly on providing something to do in the spirit of sense of place, and creating our festivals and markets and all types of different things. And we were one of the first markets to take place. Our Thursday market was one of them. We see other communities starting to replicate that or try to duplicate that, but it is something that people look forward to, they enjoy it, and it goes back to that creating that sense of place. Our Lakefront Fest last year and this year were the two best years ever, just attendance. We moved it up to the beginning of the year to kick off summer, the damn duck race, the cardboard boat race, and I'm trying to do from the mayor's office is drive energy to that and create a sense of community, and so more people are starting to take notice of it, participate in it, and it's been a lot of fun, and we have more things planned, some announcements coming soon on things that we're trying to work on internally to really blow the top off of the fun aspect of all of our fests and all of the things going on. You know, we have 30,000 people, right, and 30,000 different views on the direction of the city or what economic development looks like. And so as elected officials and leaders in our council and the mayor's office, you know, we have to navigate those waters. And so oftentimes it is challenging from that aspect to try to deliver exactly what you said, to have the perfect development, right? Because not everyone agrees that that's the perfect development. It is extremely challenging, and those unicorns that you just described don't exist. And so working towards finding developments that make sense, that have economic impact, and least impact to our city services, fire, police, public works, delivering those is something that our administration is working on, because, you know, looking out into the future and forecasting it, my job as mayor, and I tell folks all the time, like, my kids probably won't reap the rewards of what we're working on today, but hopefully their kids might. And so leaving that behind, better place than we found it, is something that we're working on. And it's not lost on me that it doesn't happen overnight. It's something that takes time. And so our administration has been dedicated to realizing that tomorrow is tomorrow, and the future after that is something that we're trying to build on for not this generation, but the next generation, the generation after that.
You talked to me, Josh, about making sure you're touching various areas of the city. You got the north side here. Food security is one of your concerns, and you were really happy to see these guys here. Tell me why.
Yeah, so our west side of town is a side of town that often feels perhaps neglected, perhaps that there's not the investment in other parts of the town that they feel. So really happy to see a Dollar General market here. A lot of times communities aren't necessarily the most excited for a Dollar General, but we are on this side of town, because this side of town with the Dollar General market that has produce and grocery, people can walk here. There's sidewalks, they're able to get to this location for good, affordable food. So this is something that on this side of the town we didn't really have a grocery store. Now this serves as that grocery store and helps from a food desert standpoint really show that there's investment happening over here. And typically something like this is one of the dominoes that helps create more and more investment along the way.
Because people know that these folks do their research and they say, hey, this is a high traffic area, it's got enough income, it's got the right mix of people, we could be successful here. So then you might see this place, and that place develop it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is one of my missions. We're working on creating a TIF district on this side of town so that we have a little more cash to invest on the Route 6 corridor, specifically from basically I-65 to what we call the bridge. We're trying to reimagine what this area looks like and show that we're trying to touch. This is one of the huge gateways into our community, and it needs to be treated as such. But this was kind of the first domino, I'll call it, to fall, so that we can continue to expand upon it and really invest on this side of town to show that we're really touching all aspects of our community, from the far north side to the far south side and everywhere in between.
So tell me, Josh, you're at the center of your retail corridor here on Route 30. How significant is this to the city?
This plays a huge part in our city. I mean, just the pure volume of vehicles that drive by, the investment, the assessed value out here really plays a huge role in our city. And this allows us to do a lot of amazing things in other parts of our community because of the assessed value out here. And also, one of the things that it does is it provides a lot of potential as well. And so as we look at what we call the second iteration of the US 30 corridor and how we're able to position and utilize this to its benefit by drawing people to our Route 30 corridor, treating it as an entertainment district, and really what we're starting to see is more investment out here. We got Steinhofels that just came, which is a huge win for us.
There's a decent amount of reinvestment happening in retail. It's not like all retail's dead. There's new energy coming into retail.
Yeah, I mean, it is still very viable out here. I mean, the mall's operating at 90% occupancy. You know, behind us, these stores are all filled up, and more investment coming out here. So we're really excited about the future of the Route 30 corridor. I think there's a lot of potential with Patriot Park that's just on the south of this right here that is looking to invest close to $500 million in mixed-use development, really drawing people out here. The city's looking to build some type of sports fields to draw even more folks out here.
Yep.
We're just really doubling down on this because we realize that this right here allows us to do a lot of amazing things in our community.
I'll tell you, it is, for me, I think it is something that, I think football aside, right? Because, you know, very proud, I played football, love it, right? Like it is something that, but I think it's something that pulls the community together. Friday night football games, bricky football. I think it's more than just the 11 players on the field that are you know, throwing and catching. I think it creates that back to that sense of community, that sense of pride. And I think it's really what kind of was like laid a strong foundation for our community. And I think those early successful years of football really established that bricky pride. And I think it's morphed into a lot more than that. But there's just such a sense of community and such a sense of pride behind the purple and gold and the brickies. And I think it is something that I don't take for granted. I cherish it that we have such a strong bond here and such a strong culture. And I think it is exactly why you start to see fifth, sixth generation of Hobart folks, because of that sense of pride, that sense of community, that sense of belonging in our community. And I absolutely love it. I mean, we have 3 school districts in our community, but that sense of community, that sense of pride, and it's instilled in all of us. And the motto, the work motto, it's just kind of a blue collar, strap your boots up, go to work, put in the time, put in the work, and it creates that sense of community for us. And so it's a little more, it's deeper than the football game on Friday night. It creates a sense of place, sense of community, and it shows, you know, kind of who we are as a community.